Let's talk about Southampton a bit more because they play Everton on Monday. As Flash was saying, a protest is planned, but it's not against the new man, Mauricio Pochettino, who comes from Espanyol. He was sacked. Well, actually, he left by mutual agreement. We'll talk a bit more about that in a second. But Southampton as a football club, just tell us a bit about the job that Adkins has done.
Oh, it's been phenomenal, to be fair. He did join us. I think he was very fortunate to get the job when we was in the third division. They're going to call it League One, but it's the third division because his budget and his squad was so much better than everybody else's. So he was expected to do that job. He did do that job. But then what he's done is he's brought players that played in that third division, and then they played in the second division, obviously being the Championship. First season, bang, straight up.
Well, that's where they were when he took over, 22nd in League One, as you were saying.
And you know, obviously, the manager who replaced?
Alan Pardew.
Exactly. So again, it's one of them. Alan Pardew wasn't very popular with Southampton.
But he did just miss out, Pardew. You've got to be fair to him. Did just miss out on promotion, even though they'd been in administration.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. Without a doubt. But, I mean, there were certain things going on at the football club that a lot of the fans...
Say that. You always teases me here on the show. Certain things going on. Never tells
me
what
let's put it this way.
were.
Pardew was... there was no wet eyes. There was no one that shed a tear for Pardew going. For Nigel Adkins, I think every man and his dog are united in saying how shabbily he's been treated. He's worked under the unbelievably bad conditions and still got his team off the bottom of the Premiership, up in 22 points now, just come back from a 2-2 draw at Chelsea, which I feel as if they should have won the game.
See, I'm not so sure about that 2-2 draw. Chelsea's home form, shocking, 2 wins from their last 7. So you have to look at that draw in the context of all of the other results that they've failed to get in front of their own fans. I want you, Sean, to talk me through Nigel Adkins' record. We've got it up here. He's played 124 games, won 67. It's a good record. Flash always says anything over 45%, 40-45%.
Point four.
It is quality. He's got a good record. You can't argue with that.
No, we would be happy with that win ratio as well. And this is what surprised me. I mean, yeah, Southampton, you know, the money that's going to be involved next year in the Premiership, right? You know, it's a minimum, it's £21 million for coming bottom, extra TV money. It's a massive gamble. This guy's got no experience in the Premiership, and I don't care who you are.
Everyone says that, Sean.
Yeah, but it's halfway through the season.
Up the wall because
well, it is. It's true.
He's got a good record, but you know, look, he's coming midway through the season. I find it inconceivable that he would take over a club that he hasn't researched, that he hasn't looked at, hasn't studied players, doesn't know about the way they play. He's got a reputation for being defensive. I asked Flashes before the show, if David Moyes were given the Schalke job, or if David Moyes were given the Espanyol job, would we say he's a terrible manager that made a terrible decision just because he can't speak Spanish or German? No, we wouldn't. But we have this myopia in this country just because he's foreign and doesn't know our league, like, you know, ours is the best in the world.
I think it's more the relegation dogfight. That's the experience he needs. That's, you know, if he was taking over one of the top 4 clubs, I think it would be slightly different. You know, they almost pick themselves. But this is a relegation dogfight. And I think he's, you know, good luck to him. If he hits the ground running, great.